are back.
Bring, bring.
Theme song slaps. We're here for episode...
Wow.
Can we get that to stop? Hold up, everybody. We have technical difficulties.
Hold up.
We have the hardest echo of all time. We turn that all the way down.
Rich is the best.
All right.
Best.
Well,
So
guys,
we're
I am
back.
back after some contractual complications that we had. Unfortunately,
Long
I couldn't be here
hiatus.
last year.
Getting an
Last
education?
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
final.
Fair.
How did it go? Tell us.
So I had 4 finals total. The first one we're not going to talk about. See that course next semester
Yeah,
again.
see you next year.
See you next year. And then the other one on Sunday at 6 p.m. final.
Sunday.
That's awful.
I had to go to
should be
Oshawa
illegal.
6 p.m. on a Sunday, and I was sitting there. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And then I have just
All
2
of
more,
that to
whatever.
fail a course? That's crazy.
I know, right? Crazy. But I got a good parking spot. Plus, for the viewers that don't know, I am in my 4th year of automotive engineering. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's funny. I actually missed my last exam to start working here.
No
Wow.
way.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'll take the trade-off. I'll take the
Did you
trade-off.
still pass the course?
I don't know. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, I did get a 3.78
Just barely made it.
GPA, so I did pretty good.
That's sick.
Well, hey, everybody. We're back. This is our 8th episode here at the Pasmag Editorial Desk. You know the drill by now. We're joined by Rich today, and obviously Yusuf and Harjan.
Woo.
And Adam.
And
myself.
Adam.
We're going to go through some cool stuff happening in the industry, some of the neat things we've seen over the past week or so, and then we're going to dive into some of your submissions. You guys are trying to get featured. If you haven't heard yet, there are 12 print issues
12.
in 2025. which means
24 covers.
Lots of feature spots, including 24 covers, because we're doing things a little differently this time. So we have to fill those with cool cars, and luckily you guys are awesome, and you've submitted a ton so far.
Yeah, thank you guys for literally the thousands of
shout out to
submissions
all
that
the
have hit our
submissions.
inbox. We appreciate it.
But before we start, what did you guys do this weekend, other than Yusuf, who had exams?
Exams, studying.
Harjan played COD.
Yeah. A little more COD this weekend. I did get a flat tire in my dad's SUV. I decided to drive it one freaking day. And then the thing catches a nail in the tire. And so
Thanks, Rich.
Yeah. Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Rich.
thanks,
Yeah.
Rich.
It was only me and Rich here at the office, and then Rich is outside, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, your tire's flat." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
I just texted him a photo of his tire, just like,
I'm like panicking. I run outside. I grab the jack from the back room.
thank God we had tools.
We had
Yeah,
a breaker
seriously.
bar, a torque wrench, a jack, everything. So I went out there, switched out the tires, and then I've been driving on a donut.
I have a question
boy.
for you.
Yeah.
What kind of SUV is it? Give us a 20-second review.
RX 350. It's good, but it's a boat around the corners. Honestly, we've owned it since brand new. Now it's like a really big boat. Like you can feel the sway. When we had it like fresh off the lot,
Yeah, all your bushings are worn out now.
all the
It's just
bushings are
floating around.
freaking toast
That
right
checks
now. But yeah, it was a good car. It's not bad. It's the same V6 that's in freaking every Lexus.
Yep.
Yeah, not a bad car.
What'd you do this weekend, Rich? Anything exciting?
Christmas tree.
Oh, same.
Christmas
Same.
tree. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was dreading it because I'm that type of person who needs to ensure that it's perfect from all angles that you could possibly look at it.
Oh, boy.
And I'm just like, oh, it was like 3 in the afternoon, and I'm like, I got to get started.
What color scheme did you go with?
Oh, my super tacky, maybe, but my tree is white,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
and my ornaments are black and gold.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
That's good.
I would just like to preface this by saying Rich makes $1 trillion a year, so that's why he can have a white Christmas tree.
I went rock climbing and then celebrated my birthday on the same day, which is like not...
Happy belated.
Happy belated.
Happy
thanks, Will.
belated.
Doing like really strenuous physical activity and curing it by drinking. Terrible idea. I was the most hungover person in the world on Saturday. I hated every minute of
Wait,
it.
you
But we're here.
rock climbed hungover?
No, rock climbed and then immediately went to birthday
Oh,
celebrations, which like hindsight 2020 probably should have thrown some like health food and water in there in the middle. Didn't do that. Regardless, we're here, made it. We want to look at what happened this past week in the car world. So what
Yeah,
do you guys
a
got?
lot happened.
What's
man.
happening?
Honestly, it did not stop. We had to like cut stuff.
Yeah, I know we
out.
were trimming stuff out.
It was just too much this week.
So hit me with the highlights. What's a cool thing that happened?
Who wants to go?
So I guess I can start off. Yeah. So pretty much, I would say looking at this list, the sickest thing is we've featured the old classic BMW E46 M3 on one of our covers in the past. I will say
Somewhere there, yeah.
Can you tell me about the most wanted one?
Yeah, the most wanted one. So it is a direct replication of this bad boy. And this thing looks badass.
So BMW did it.
Yeah.
So you mean it has like fit and finish, and it's like good?
It's actually a nice car.
Whoa.
But downside, you have to pay for the heated seats monthly.
I don't even think it has heated seats.
To be honest, why don't more race cars have heated seats? Heated seats are so nice.
Because in a race car, you don't need more heat.
Sometimes you want
Yeah.
more heat. But think about it.
crazy.
If we find a way to duct the cooling system into making a heated seat, it would like make the cooling system have to work less.
What, like?
This is
Yeah.
why I failed my exam.
The logic is
Yeah, maths are not mathing on this one.
That's cool though. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so pretty much it's like a one-for-one authentic replication of the actual most wanted E46.
Cool.
And from what I see is everything has been done super cleanly.
It looks exact.
exact.
M3 GTR body kit. All the
Yeah,
all the
I think
graphics, obviously. And
they
the
also
blue
had
steering wheel.
they had a video where they brought back the same like actor that was in the Most Wanted games, and then he was like posing next to it,
That's funny.
and it was trippy.
So we had, if you're not familiar, we had something similar. One of our past TBG winners, Andre, had a replica version of that car. Now I will admit, the fit and finish was not as good as BMW's. In fact, you can see it in the print feature. But he was there at SEMA with us. That was like the first year we did the Editor's Challenge. They had them doing like a scavenger hunt and like a bunch of challenges through SEMA. But
that was so
obviously,
rough for them. I felt so bad
Eh,
for those people. For those.
I'll hold my
contestants.
tongue. Yeah, that car did draw a crowd, even if it was like kind of mashed together. The nostalgia factor is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're seeing a lot more of that, like recreating golden era, like hero cars or whatever you want to call them. That's going to be happening a lot more, I think.
Yeah, I think that's always going to keep happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest comparison is this was done by, you'd assume like one person.
Yeah, as
Whereas
opposed to
BMW's
BMW.
had like a whole
At least
Yeah,
two
yeah, of
people.
course.
professional team on it. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to compete. Like, how are you going to make your own personal project compete against like a multi-million-dollar company?
Do better.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. What else y'all got?
The new U-Haul trailer.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of sick, actually.
Okay, so there is a company, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of them, out of Arizona called U-Haul. So they rent trucks, trailers, SUVs, etc. And if you either A, tried to finesse CAA into towing your project car that you just bought, or B, had to bring your car from one destination to the other, you know how big of a pain it is to get your car on a U-Haul trailer because of the ramps in the middle, etc. If you look on any U-Haul trailer within my area, the center frames are like bashed in with a hammer. I wonder why.
Yeah, because it doesn't fit.
But I wonder who did
There's the new
those.
one. There it is.
U-Haul
See?
has a new flat deck
With the
trailer.
tapered wheel arches,
Yep.
just so you can fit your wide.
And then if you want
S15 on
to,
it.
exactly. And then if you want to, it has 3 ramps. If you have like a 3-wheeler, which is kind of a weird flex.
Interesting.
You can strap down a set of tires in front or behind on your car.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you want to
nice
bring a
and
big
big.
tool chest to the track, etc.
I have a shell to move. Can we get these here right now?
So these are going to be available as readily accessible as the old car trailers. U-Haul also did make an announcement that they're not going to get rid of or phase out the old car trailers, as the oldest
Interesting.
ones are over 10 years old now, which is crazy. Instead, they're just going to add these trailers to the fleet so that they just have more car trailers, which is pretty freaking awesome for us.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to slowly just trickle their way down to Canada. Like the US is obviously going to get them first, but someone's going to rent a car trailer there, bring it here, drop it off here. Eventually we'll get them.
Well, we're supposed to get them here in general anyways.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's sick.
definitely needed for the rally because
No more trailers, Ray.
Jersey rally. There was 3 cars that couldn't make it because
Give me the soundboard.
they could not. Oh,
Sick of it.
Next.
I'm already sick of it.
What do we got? Oh, we've got PRI coming up.
What's this? Oh yeah, PRI is coming up. That is like right this week, next week,
I think Tim's leaving on.
Thursday.
Yep.
Oh my
So
goodness.
PRI is literally SEMA for racing.
Yeah, motorsports trade show. Seems really cool. Definitely a good place if you're like a racer or a motorsports program or a racing campaign, that's where you go to find your biggest sponsors. Is my best bet. Also a good place to see what's new and what's cool. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get a lot of footage from that and just see see the latest and greatest from the industry. That'll be really exciting. It's always fun. This is like Christmas for car nerds. You get like new next gen turbos and next gen technology for our cars.
Yeah,
that we can't afford just yet.
Nope. Honestly, the stuff that you see at PRI, you will get to see on any one of our cars in 6 years when they're $250 OBL on Facebook.
when you find them on Facebook Marketplace.
Right. Oh man, what else is going on? Oh, Luke says happy Tuesday, everyone, and see you soon, Tim.
Hello, Luke.
So Luke says hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Luke.
Luke. Wait, where's the camera? Hi, Luke.
And then
Luke is going to PRI.
San Diego International Auto Show next.
Is that what we're looking at right here?
Yeah. So
they had the same Jeep thing that we had here with the whole like off-road.
That Jeep thing is so fun.
That is fun.
It is really fun.
The one like benefit that people don't talk about to EVs is like we can rip them inside and do like crazy stuff inside auto
much
shows,
as you want. Yeah,
and nobody cares.
Yeah.
I never
It's
took
not
that
noisy,
in.
It's not fumes, you know.
Yeah, no one's gonna
cool.
pass out.
We just need an indoor drag strip. for
Unless if
EVs.
you have a Jeep Wrangler 4xe, because one of our producers has one, and he is not allowed to charge it because Jeep said it might catch fire until they fix the recall.
Is that a thing?
He has not been able to charge it, and he's technically not allowed to park it indoors because there's a decent risk it catches fire. And that's not me saying, oh, EV, I love EVs. That's me saying the paper that Jeep sent him saying that's going to catch fire.
I mean, it's a Jeep, so
It's a Jeep.
it was already a fire risk before it was electric.
Well, the FCA hasn't made a good transmission in
ever.
100,000 years. So.
What is this? Recaro rescued from bankruptcy. Oh, someone
Next,
rescued them.
Yeah.
So I heard Recaro was broke.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand that Recaro is not just our cool seats that you find in cars like SR3s and Integra
They're
seats and all that.
airplanes.
They are airplanes.
And buses.
And that is like, that's the brunt of their business. That's like real money. But their automotive sector, which I believe is just like the aftermarket and the OEM
Yeah, like the Nismo seats,
collaborations and for
whatever,
seats,
yeah.
they went bankrupt somehow. And I don't know how, because they're awesome. And I think if you're looking for like a budget conscious, very good seat, I think Recaro is the answer.
I don't think Recaros are budget conscious.
Yeah.
Are they
I
not
wouldn't
anymore?
say. I would say like Sparco is more budget.
If you wanted to
really?
say Sparco Sprints, a set of NRGs, Brom seats, those are all more budget friendly. Cause
Oh, really?
You can get a set of like Broms for under $1,000 shit.
Well, like some used nice Recaros.
Yeah, but
SR3s are everywhere.
used is why they went out of business.
I just sold.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
I just
and-
sold my what's it called? My SR5 Blue Raptors for like $2,000 or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, they go for money.
Yeah, for real. Okay. That's a
Yeah.
shame, though. That's a really
Even
cool
pole
company.
positions are like $5-6 grand.
So they got saved by an Italian investor, I guess is the...
Something.
which makes sense.
That's awesome.
I mean,
So what's that mean, though? Interestingly,
Their seats aren't going to work.
not to go
anymore.
on a tirade,
you're gonna find a Recaro and a Ferrari.
but Recaro Automotive is a prime example of a company that offers a good product, has a good business model,
Yep.
does well, knows their audience, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Recaro, the umbrella brand, sold Recaro Automotive to a private investment firm. Now, who would imagine that a private investment firm would take a perfectly good automotive company and run it into the ground? Subtle foreshadowing
Yeah.
for several automotive brands. Stop doing that. Don't sell your soul.
No.
That's enough before they send the
Purchased
men
by
after me.
Chroma Group.
What is this?
But on that note, it's Christmas time.
Yeah, before I get assassinated by private equity firm hitmen.
Yep. Merry Chrysler, guys.
Get your tax receipts in, boys. Donation time. Donation season.
What is this?
Yeah, so this looks like the
Oh, it's the toy drive.
Yeah.
I love that.
So the main reason we added this in is to kind of bring awareness to toy drives. This is just one of the many.
Okay, cool.
Like every state, every city is going to have
locally.
toy
You've
drive.
got
you're going to have a local toy drive.
Yeah, check your automotive Facebook groups. Even someone will be talking about a toy drive, and go check them out. They're a
Dude,
cool cause.
Just grab a handful of Hot Wheels, go drop them off. You're gonna probably make a future car kid out of someone, and spread smiles. So we do like to kind of share and show off some of these toy drives because
Hell
it is
yeah.
just brings the community together. You know?
Hell yeah.
I have a story about a toy drive
Yeah.
from a few weeks ago. So I was in the town of Aurora, and I parked the wrong way on a street. I street parked, but I went like to the other side of the street, and I parked like front of my car facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
place I was allowed to park. Come outside, got a $25 ticket.
For facing the wrong way.
Facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Anyways, I was looking at it. Then there's a little paper on the back that said you could either give 25 or 35. You can either give that money, or you could give a toy worth that much with the receipt.
Oh, sick.
Brand new. So I'm like, okay, obviously I'm
Respect.
going to do that. So I was with my brother. We went to Mastermind Toy Store, and I was going to spend exactly that threshold. The toys that I bought A little police car, B, a little green Mini Cooper, and it came to exactly the amount of money
That's perfect.
that my thing was.
Insane.
That's
For
kinda
reference
cool.
to anybody watching, I drive a green Mini.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
then I got the parking ticket, and it was really funny. Then we brought it to the town, and it came to $24.98 or something like that. And then the guy's like, "Hey, you still owe 2 cents." I swear to God, he said you have to pay the 2 cents.
Sick.
And he said, "How did you want to pay it? Like cash, check, or card?" And I told him I would like to pay it cash, please, sir.
Did you find 2 pennies?
No, it rounds.
Oh shit! True.
And this guy was trying to literally tell me and he wasn't like, haha, you owe 2 cents. He was like a straight face, like probably 40-something-year-old man. And he was like, "How would you like to pay that, sir?"
Wow.
For 2 cents. And then I said, I would like to pay it cash. So, I hate you, guy that works at the parking office.
I mean, a guy who works at the parking authority is a dork? Shocking.
What?
Honestly, you never have a good day at
Shocking.
work if you're a parking officer or whatever they're called. If you work anything to do with parking, you will never ever come home from work and say, "You know what? I had a nice, satisfying, good day at work."
Really contributed to society there.
Like, I contributed to society. The guy that gave me the parking ticket, fair play. I parked wrong. It's not a money grab. I donated.
I like that the
I'm
toy
okay
is
with
an
it.
option. That's really cool.
But in general, if you're a parking person, we don't like you.
Fight me. No, that's really cool. Please check out local toy drives.
100%.
A lot of them do car meets. If you're not somewhere that's like surrounded by snow, even if you are, they might have like winter driver meets. You'll meet some cool people. A lot of good folks go to those. I know the West Coast is full of wintertime car meets
100%.
and holiday stuff. So
Jealous.
shout out to the toy drives out there doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, man.
And also, if you think about toy drives and donating car toys in a selfish way, it works out. Because when you think about it, let's say you have a collector car and you donate toys to do with that collector car. In 10, 15 years, when you go to sell your car and some kid was dreaming about it,
Yeah, there you go.
think about the
You're
cycle.
making a future customer.
Think about the cycle. It's literally an investment in your own car.
All right, this is a good reminder of something we're supposed to talk about here on the
Yes,
screen.
absolutely.
So,
100%.
if you are not familiar, 5 years ago, during the Pasmag 20th anniversary, which I think we still have some shirts of. I'm not wearing one right now, but we did the Pasmag Reader's Choice Awards. We assembled multiple categories of iconic automotive people or brands or channels or builders, a little bit of everything. We had best photographer, best videographer, best builder, best performance
Yep.
shop. There's a Rolodex of titles, and we had you guys vote on them. We had the audience choose who deserved these awards, and it was a really fun experience. It was a good way to highlight some of the best people in our industry. A lot of them were super grateful and thrilled to be part of this, and
Super
thrilled
amazing
to know
people,
that
yeah.
the audience voted. And I think all the awards went to like very well deserving people and groups.
Yeah.
We want to do this again. So coming next year, as part of those several issues of 2025, we also want to do our 25th anniversary Pasmag Reader's Choice. The tables have turned a little bit. The industry has shifted. We want to look at new faces and new people. We can't just give out the same awards to the same old people. Much as we love everyone on that list, you'll probably still be nominated. But obviously, like we said, the vote is in your hands. And I think we'll do something fun where we can let the audience choose our podium finishes
100%.
for each one, and then we can take everyone in the office and they can have a personal, maybe a stamp along the nominees just
Yeah.
to see who's a favorite in the office and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll put up some links very shortly so you can nominate your friends, nominate yourself if you're feeling cocky. Just let us know who deserves to win.
But honestly, this
What
year
awards?
is going to be a very hard one because there are just so many amazing creators that have come to light in the past few years.
there's
Sure.
people right on the top of my
Crazy.
head that I think
Yeah.
deserve an award that weren't even in nominations 5 years ago.
So you feel
Yeah.
like
Alex
you're-
Martini comes to mind for like best. I don't know if you guys
Since-
watch his YouTube stuff. It's
No, I
great.
met him. I've met him
It's awesome.
at GAT.
I
We
love
hung out
his
with him.
YouTube content.
We hung out with him at GAT. The same person he is online, like that same character, he's exactly in
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
He's a phenomenal dude.
definitely.
And yeah, hope to see him out at some of our events next year.
Yeah, so shout out Alex Martini and everyone else
Yeah,
out there making
shout,
cool
shout out
content.
to COVID for giving us a lot of content creators.
Right.
Because
What I'd like to
Crazy.
do is highlight some some not yet fully known. I don't know how we do that. Maybe it's like a under 10K category, or like a, you know, best up and comer.
Who we think is going to be the
Like
next
people
big
that
thing.
are on the way up, because we
'Cause
want to look at those guys too.
There's so many, like, there's one livery designer, for example, that I follow on Instagram that has 400 followers.
Come on.
And his work is like phenomenal. Like,
Shout
he
him out right
deserves-
now. Gotta look him up
Literally.
quick.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. 3,800 now. Okay, he's growing.
There you go.
Shout out
There you go.
noizy.atelier.
Noisy T
All right.
Atelier.
Noisy T. Like, he just makes.
Oh, sick. I respect it.
Are those 3D renders or?
Yeah, just renders of like very, very cool liveries and stuff. Like,
Doing that
Nice.
kind of work in
Make sure to
3D
check out
is
his
so hard for those of you who have never tried it.
crazy.
Makes you really appreciate guys like the Kaiza and you know, other digital artists of that nature.
Insane.
That stuff is hard.
Time consuming.
What else we got on the docket up here?
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it called? My First Gran Turismo?
My first
Yeah,
Gran
yo,
Turismo. What
Rich
is this?
loves
A
this.
remaster of the OG?
You know, honestly, I don't even know.
Oh, it's a simulator.
I've played like the oldest version of Gran Turismo, and I still love it. Like, that game is just great.
Such a good game.
But now with this, you
Whoa.
have the ability. Everyone has the ability to play Gran Turismo. I guess with a PS.
With the
on a-
PlayStation.
On a PlayStation.
Or PC or no PC?
no,
No
no
PC.
PC. I tried.
Get it together.
But it's free.
It's free to play.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, obviously, it's like a light version. You
Yeah,
have
for
a few
sure.
cars and
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
only a
of
few
course.
tracks. But hey, you get your feet wet. You dip
Hey,
your toes
free
a
Gran
little
Turismo,
bit.
free racing game is always cool. I respect that.
Honestly, stuff like this is really making me think how the future of our quote unquote gas powered enthusiast cars are going to go, because clearly they're not really making them anymore. And a lot of big companies, for example, Hot Wheels, Gran Turismo now, Lego, etc., are really making car enthusiasts out of the next generation, but they're not going to have any cars to buy.
It's very digital.
So I wonder how that's going to work with like that in the future, because you're not going to be able to buy, even for us, for example, a Mark IV Supra is damn near unattainable.
Right.
But I wonder how
Yeah.
that's going to be in 15 years from now, when the 6-year-old who downloaded the free game on their PlayStation, who loves it, is now in their low to mid 20s, just finished school, wants to buy themselves their dream car.
Well, then by then we're probably gonna have the same thing as the A86 on AliExpress. You just buy the chassis and you're good.
Bad example.
But I mean, okay, think about it. They're doing it with one baller car that everyone associates with the car community.
But that's a car that you can never register in Canada.
Fair. Wait, but yeah, if you're buying it as a track car, you could always do that.
100%, but
Take it to Florida, register it there, and then import it to Canada.
But that's the biggest thing. So it does create a lot of issues with the future of the cars that we have, for example. Like, for example, Adam parting out his 240 right now to put onto his new 240. Are we going to look at that in the future, like somebody that's like 70 saying, yeah, I had to part out my old Lamborghini Miura to build my new one?
Yeah, that used to be legal.
Like, that's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
it's going to be illegal to have a fun car in no time.
Yeah, with the safety.
If you're listening and you write the laws, please slow down. Please relax. It's not that serious.
A few more
Let us
years.
drive the cars.
Let us retire first, and then
Yeah.
we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that begs the question for the next generation of car enthusiasts. Even Mark IV Jettas are getting expensive. I'm not
way.
joking. Nice. No, but
Who's watching Mark IV jet
But I'm saying-
prices?
like a Mark IV GTI with like 250, 300,000 kilometers is like $4 or $5 now. How much was that same
Just
car
'cause they
5 years
drive
ago?
forever.
$500 OBO.
Weird.
But that's what I'm saying. So where is that going to bring the future values of front engine, manual, rear wheel drive?
I think
cars?
a lot of it has plateaued or will plateau. I don't see S chassis getting any more expensive in
I
their
do.
current state, unless it's like factory fresh preserved, but with no mileage.
That's what people said about Mark IV Supras when they hit 30 grand, or R34 GTRs when they hit 100. People said there's no way
No, I could see that still climbing to this day. I think a lot of them have plateaued though.
34 GTRs are still hitting record prices at auctions. One sold for over $1 million US.
But if you compare, there are way more 240s built.
But there's
than-
way more 240s crashed.
Yeah, the
They're-
supply
or
versus the
rusted out.
demand is crazy.
Like Adam, for example.
The R34s rust like crazy too.
I know, but
They
they also
do.
made how many 240s did they make? 800 and whatever thousand. They made a stupid
a
amount.
lot.
Stupid amount.
Because it was like a grocery getter at the time. Like it was a good
R34
sports car to do
non-GTRs,
life.
they made under 40,000.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why like Supras, I think they only made like 45 or something. Very
Yeah.
similar. So that explains why those prices are going up. Because there's like, you barely saw them on the
supply
road
is lower
Yeah,
and
in
lower
like
and lower.
2001 when
for
you
sure.
were supposed to see them on the road.
Yeah.
But like 240s, I think there's a plethora of them. There's way too many of them. I think you're right. I think they're going to hover
I feel
around
like we've already hit the top. It
Yeah.
hasn't.
I
It's
don't
actually
think we
come
have.
down in recent days.
But
so.
that's just because all cars have come down from the COVID market. But think about the relativity. Have you guys seen? Okay, I was on Facebook yesterday. Ford F-150 Lightning. They were like a Lariat was 120 grand 2 years ago. Somebody was selling one with 6,000 kilometers for $49,000.
Wow.
6,000.
That's what happens when you drive off the lot in a brand new car.
But
just
I'm
like
saying,
that.
imagine you bought that truck brand new in 2021, and then it was mid 2023. Your $120,000 truck is worth 130.
Right. Oh, we have some comments here. Luke, the original Grand Turismo was just racing around rectangles, but is still so good. And then 47.9 says 100K plus R34 is insanity. Hot take, I always imagine these cars being hyped up and then people buy them only to be disappointed. And that is absolutely...
Facts.
I have.
They are not that fast.
They're not.
They
that
are the
fast.
coolest looking car of all time, maybe. One of the most timeless designs Japan has ever offered the world.
But here's the thing.
But they're not that insane
They are such.
mechanically.
They're not. But they are people that say 34s. Oh, it's just a Japanese Sentra. You're a stupid idiot.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
that's
dumb.
Number
yeah,
two,
that's-
The potential is there.
the
which is
drive-
the thing.
not necessarily even to just say, oh, I make 700 horsepower because that's what everybody expects an R34 to make. So my older brother has an R34. It is his summer daily driver. Like he uninsures his winter beater in the summer months, only drives it. He came on the Pasmag rally, Pasmag Formula Drift Rally presented by ST Suspension from Toronto to Formula Drift, New Jersey. He put like 50,000 kilometers on it this year. Like
Damn.
my brother's 34. He has a car seat for his daughter in the back, everything like that. And he just loves the driving experience and having that feeling, regardless of how fast it is, because it's not fast. His minivan winter beater is faster in a straight line. But it's the nostalgia that you get of saying, this is what I dreamed about.
100%.
This is what I worked hard towards my life. And now I'm able to drive it everywhere and enjoy it.
And then I gave up on that dream and bought a 4-door instead.
But,
No, but-
also, do you think he enjoys it a lot more because he didn't pay 150K for it? How you paid less than
Definitely.
10K for that?
Because it's a 4-door.
It's a 4-door.
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
You enjoy it a lot more when you don't waste. If you buy an R34 GTR, what a Spec 2, whatever, anything,
Yeah.
150K, 200K, you still drive it down the road. Like Adam was saying, it's not that impressive.
They're still in the 90s Nissan.
They're not, but it's more so the fact that
And I think
you-
that like it would hit you a lot harder if you spent that much.
Yeah.
You could buy like 15 4-door
sedan.
34s.
Well, not anymore.
Well, like, but like, you know what I mean?
10.
But like for example, his next like CarPlay is he either wants to get a 911 because he loves 911s, which is understandable, or he wants to do a 34 GTR to make his sedan his winter beater, and then use that as his summer daily driver. Like he wants to get a 34 GTR as his
Jeez. I respect
like
it.
his only car that he would drive for half the year.
That'd be kind of sick.
But stuff like that is just enjoy. Meeting your heroes is sometimes a good thing because the nostalgia, the feel when you're on the inside, when you're looking at that R34 cluster and you're sitting there
Yeah.
in traffic, regardless of how fast it is, how comfy, you're like, I'm the baddest mother effer in the world.
It hits
made it.
different.
Until you have to make a left turn.
Until you have to make a left turn. Right-hand drive sucks.
I
You know what
always-
it costs to do a left-hand drive conversion on one of those things? It's way more than I thought.
$5,000.
on a 34?
Almost 10 times that.
Oh, wow.
If
But-
you want to do it properly, not like hacked together and like very janky and unsafe, it is so
But-
much money. You have to remake the firewall.
Have you seen the people?
But who makes a kit for like somebody?
Nobody.
People,
makes this?
no,
Nobody.
places like Dubai and stuff, you can't have right-hand drive.
Yeah,
There's
and
certain
Philippines, they do it as well.
there's certain Asian countries that do S15s
If
as
you
well.
get underneath those, some of them are so hacked.
Yeah.
A lot of the UAE ones are a little more proper because
They
it
have
was
the money.
unlimited money build.
Yeah.
You're replacing the firewall. You are replacing the steering, everything. And
Yeah.
now you're doing something not good, which is how my car is. Left-hand drive with a JDM engine where the hot side is also on
Where
the
the
same
steering
side
shaft
as your
is.
brakes and your steering and all that stuff. So it becomes an intensive project. You can expect 30 to 50K to like super properly
But-
swap it over. You also need a dash, custom dash, unless you want to like retrofit something. But then you lose the R34 dash, and what's the point?
I've seen like on Facebook groups, whatever, people in Asian countries that they can't drive right-hand drive, do left-hand drive conversions on them.
Yep.
The workmanship from the Facebook pictures at first glance when you're looking at them, like looking at the way that the left-hand drive S15 dash is made to the right-hand drive one, it is done so insanely well to the point that my first time seeing one, I'm like, wait, they made them in left-hand drive? Like, that's how good they are.
Right. We got on a tangent of the ARF after Gran Turismo. Can't talk about video games and not talk about fun cars.
But yeah, so the new Gran Turismo free demo, I think that's sick. Like, Gran Turismo, I would say, is one of the hardest racing games to even get into. Like, you drive Forza, you play Forza. Forza's fun. It's like arcade.
I've never heard anybody
it's
say
very
Forza like
I
that
know.
at all.
Gran
That's how it's
Turismo.
said. Forza.
No, I'm aware that's how it's said, but I'm still going to make fun of it
Forza?
for it.
Forza.
Weirdos.
And then Gran Turismo, other games like, what's another very high, like F1 or something like that. Like, you can't just like pick it up and give it to like a regular, like, you know, Joe Schmo and then have, like, they'll have fun.
Unless you have the driving assist and the brake is
exactly.
braking
Yeah,
It's
there's a way
like
to
put
make
on
that work.
easy settings. Like, they're very like technical, and I think it's nice that you're giving it away for free. Gets the little
Yeah,
kids
good on you.
Get a taste of it, and then kind of see what's going
We
on.
got some comments about all that too. Luke says, anytime I try to justify buying my dream R33, I always equate it to, wow, that's X amount of first-gen Foresters I can buy. And Omar is here. Omar is watching. He says, when you consider the fact the starting price for an R34 GTR is the same price as a kind of loaded new 3 Series, is it too much? No, because that's way cooler, in my opinion.
A brand new 330i with a medium options after you pay tax, you're 90 grand into a 3 Series. And how much is a 5-year-old 3 Series on Facebook right now?
Zero aura.
$10,000 OBO for a 5, 6, 7-year-old 3 Series. So
It does come with warranty, though. That's the only thing I would say.
I am the warranty.
Zero aura. None.
Listen, and hey, it could be a daily driver. You're not going to daily drive an R34.
Watch me.
Yeah.
I did, by the way, for 2 years. straight.
GTR?
I daily drove.
Would you daily drive a GTR knowing that the price goes
Yes.
down significantly
On-
every
Yes.
single day?
By the way,
I don't buy a car as an investment.
on everything I believe, my S15, I bought the car 39,000 kilometer, low mileage, perfect. Adam, you saw my car when it was
Yep.
stock. Just lowered on Meister S1s, very basic build.
Perfect.
It was a
Then you ruined
like
it.
collector condition car. I have 200,000 kilometers. It's been under 2 years on it.
it was automatic though.
Automatic.
Yeah.
But that car is still worth double what I paid for it now if I left it bone stock.
Luke
Very
wants
true.
to know, why did we pronounce Forza like Fortnite? Because that's how it's said. It's Italian.
Forza.
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 47.9 says, I bought my dream R32 for $2,500 when I lived in Japan. It is now worth $25K plus.
Shout out to you.
That is wicked.
It's insane.
Speaking of driving cars on track, the new Mustang GTD.
Oh, dude. You know how many cars are in that upper echelon that Mustang just put themselves in?
Not
like
many.
6.
Yeah.
There are 6 production cars with a sub 7-minute lap time around the ring.
Yeah, and today they were supposed to debut this
Mustang
video
GTD
of the
is
attempt,
one of them.
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was successful.
I want like the full details. Like, did it do it on the tires that the car comes with? Did it
Yes.
do it with like, you know, because some of them cheat that and they're like, yeah, we put these special tires on it, and then it was able to do.
I can tell you about it after because I worked
Did
there.
it actually do it as production? Because that's
I can
wicked.
I can tell you all about it off the podcast, but they did it very close to production.
Trying
yes.
not to get a cease and desist.
Well, I don't work there anymore, so I don't really care. But they did it like damn near production, correct?
That's not production.
What does that thing go for? That's like a
350.
ridiculous.
50?
350 US, 500 CAD. Give or
That's
take.
too much for a Mustang. I don't
It's
care.
not a Mustang though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It
looks
is-
like a Mustang.
It is more technology and engineering than a Ford GT, just in the body of it.
Yeah, they're sick. Don't get me wrong.
It has
Still
the
a
biggest
Mustang.
brakes ever fit to a car. The active aero is crazy. Cantilever suspension. Like,
The active arrow is the coolest part.
the active
Yeah.
aero is crazy. Other than a few small stuff, like the shape of the body, not the body, the roof and like the dashboard, it is not a Mustang. It looks like a Mustang, but it is a full-on. These are significantly faster and more engineered than the GT4s, Mustang GT4 race cars.
Not to
Wow.
bring it back to this again, but how long do you think that car would last? Like if you bought that car, hoping to keep
I bought
thing
that
for
car
the
a
rest of
year
your
before
life.
I blew it up.
No, but like let's just say you were hoping to
They
keep
are
this.
severely overbuilt.
Are they?
Like
That's kind of sick.
to a point that it's like mind-boggling why they physically did it. the overbuilding. They're actually built very close to us, by the way. They are built in Newmarket, Richmond Hill.
That's right.
They're built 15 minutes away.
Yeah,
So-
that's badass.
They're, by the way, the
I
engineering.
just like road going race cars. If you have a street car that can do a friggin' 7-minute ring lap time, like hell.
But that
yeah,
is
brother.
fully a car that you cannot drive at 7/10. Like that is a you have to. It is a race car.
I want to see that car leaving Cars and Coffee in the morning.
No,
and
you
see-
don't.
Are they going to hit the crowd, or did they put enough technology into it that they prevent that?
But that is like you're not buying that car to be. You know, people buy like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, whatever. Like a lot of people buy them because they love them, but a lot of people buy them as like, yo, I drive a
Status
Lambo
symbol.
for the status.
Of course.
You are not buying a GTD as a status symbol. If you buy GTD as a status symbol, you
people
have a.
will.
Yeah.
You're mentally insane.
Luke says, can't wait for the first GTD to hit Copart. Someone with more money than driver skill will surely toast on. That is absolutely factual. They will be on there soon. Just like the new C8 is destroying people. All these boomers who are just like, hell yeah, Corvettes to get into their
Mid-engines
first
are so
mid-engine,
different to drive.
extremely powerful car, and it's gone.
Mid-engine cars are weird to drive because when you're like accelerating aggressively, you feel a front end lift up.
Yeah.
Right.
The understeer that you get in front engine, even though it's rear wheel drive, is so much different to any other rear wheel drive car you're driving, and
Because you have full grip until you don't.
it's easier to control a rear engine car in the snow, for example.
Right.
Like a mid-engine rear engine. The issue that arises with it though is the second you lose traction. Like I've been doing drift events for however many years. The second you lose traction, it's even like a little bit scary for me.
It's like really gone once you lose traction.
It's on a rear-wheel drive car how you can just point the car straight or counter steer a little bit and say, oh ha. It's like, oh shit. Like it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's cool to have more fast road going cars, so good on you, Ford.
And by drift events, uses means skid pads.
I've done actual events. Do you want to see me TMP turn 1 against the wall?
Skid pad.
My M3.
What's next? What is this?
Mercedes.
Oh, is this the custom
Manufacturer, yeah.
Mercedes thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mercedes. Rich, you wanna talk about this?
By all means, go right ahead.
Oh man, dude, this thing's so cool. Okay, so remember back in the day when you'd go on the Apple website and then just like make the most baller, unrealistic MacBook?
Yeah.
So
Wait.
obviously,
Really?
yeah.
I don't remember that.
Remember you could build your own Mac and be like, oh, I want 50,000 terabytes, and then
Oh, like-
watch the price just gradually.
Yeah.
be like,
Right,
oh,
right.
I can't afford this.
That's it.
So pretty much they have a similar order system. You know, dealerships have always had this. But,
Yeah, they always do.
But this one, now they went a step further. So now you can add a specific color stitching that you want. They change the seat belts. They'll change kind of a lot of the interior panels, whether you want like those diamond quilt stitching done on the seats, if you want smooth leather, kind of Napa, whatever you want on it.
Like exterior colors too. Like all your options for customization.
It's
are
insane.
just-
So do you guys want to hear a fun fact about this system? So Mercedes actually has been doing this for a while. It used to be called Dizino. Somebody that I know has a 2001 CLK 55 AMG with the Dizino interior, bought it brand
Oh,
new,
yeah.
still has it now. So this is a similar thing, but saying they changed the marketing strategy behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in, for example, a lot of new G-Wagons, it'll say manufacturer or whatever on the dashboard in big stenciled writing, if it is.
Oh.
So Mercedes has been doing this for a while,
Yeah.
but it just hasn't really been advertised because it's just stupidly like you can add the price of a C-Class onto your G-Wagon with like that with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to make a comment. Like, there's no way Mercedes has just caught up to the 21st century of offering stuff in cars, especially the company that pioneered, Mercedes pioneered like most of the innovations in cars. Like, I think
Yep.
E-classes and S-classes were the first car to have almost everything we consider like optional, which now everything is like factory
Yeah, like
standard,
power
whatever.
seats
But
and
like
stuff.
power seats, backup cameras, or rear wipers, windshield, or what are they called? Headlight wipers.
Yeah, you're right.
All of these things started on Mercedes. They were the first to do a lot. So there's no way this is like a new thing.
No, they've been doing it for a
Definitely
while,
allowed
just-
customization.
It was so expensive and unattainable back when they started doing that nobody really. It's like becoming. None of us know what a Rolex executive customer is. You know what I mean? In our tax bracket, like none of us know what a custom Jacob & Co. watch is.
Yeah, I got you.
But it was something like that because you could easily triple, quadruple, quintuple the price of your whatever Mercedes just on the interior.
Wild.
Yeah. I don't mind this. I feel like the people that are going to use this feature, if they were going to do it anyways, it would have gone like, a cheaper route like if someone bought a C-Class and like Mercedes did not offer this, it'd probably
Take it to an upholstery shop.
they'd probably take it to an upholstery shop and like
I think
they'd probably like, you know,
This isn't
hack
for
it up.
this isn't for getting a C300 that you're gonna lease for 3 years at 2.49%. This is for
Yeah.
this is for if you're getting
This is for your S-Class AMGs.
your S-Class.
Your G-Wagons.
Yeah, not your S63, your S65.
Yeah.
That's what this is for, which makes sense. You're not
Yeah.
getting this on your CLA 250 4MATIC, which is $199 bi-weekly lease specials. That's not what this is for. Well, I guess somebody out there probably did do it, but like you're stupid.
But it is pretty cool then. I
It is
guess
really
if
cool.
you like you option it out, you can still finance it. You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah.
But I guess people in that price, that tax bracket, they're not even financing it. They're like,
You're leasing it.
Yeah.
You
Honestly,
think
if
so?
you're paying that
It's
much,
cash.
buy something cooler. Do better.
Have you ever been in an S-Class?
Yeah, they're nice.
They're gangster. I would buy one.
Zero aura.
I'd rather
No, they're
buy
actually
an
alright.
LS.
They're all right.
an LS.
Yeah, Lexus
That's-
LS.
Although I'm not a fan of the newest one.
It's all right. Yeah. I think I'm gravitating more towards buying a Toyota Century.
See, as somebody
yeah,
who
brother.
drives a luxury European vehicle, a 2002 Mini Cooper, you guys are all whack.
How many cup holders do you have, but
Hey.
Okay. Just to preface to
you got
everybody,
to stray there, my bad.
We're not
So-
judging cars by the amount of cup holders.
anybody that has a very select taste of cars, which Adam has the same taste as the two of us do. Sorry, Adam and I have the same taste.
No.
Pretty much. No, but I
Not
mean,
you.
in
Sorry,
the
they're
type of
telling us to
cars,
wrap it up. I just said no. We
But-
do need to keep it moving, though. We're talking too long about each topic.
All right.
If you have good cup holders in your car is not cool.
All right.
That's the gist of the story.
Yeah, I respect that opinion.
If you can't hold an iced coffee in the winter, you're
All right, let's move on to the next thing that we put too much news in one segment. Now we've been yapping for 45 minutes. This is, the Hot Wheels thing. Hell yeah.
Let's watch somebody buy it now.
Are you going to buy it right now, PD?
Let's see.
Doesn't this drop today?
Do
Live
it.
on the air?
Do
There's a new Hot Wheels. That's all the details I know. They're dropping it today. It's an R34. It's shiny and like
I think the hood opens
pink,
up.
red,
What?
purple.
Insane. Hot Wheels.
Oh, it's $25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have
It's
to
like
buy
a
one.
good one, though. It's pretty sweet.
The hood opens up on a
I have
Hot
no
Wheels.
information on this other than the pictures, but I like it.
$25.
And you have to buy a membership.
What?
An RLC membership? What the heck?
Wait, you don't have to buy
You need
that
it. You
thing.
need the membership.
Right.
Try to click pre-order without the membership.
Stay tuned as we try and buy this thing right now live.
Stay tuned to watch my credit card decline on $35. In this economy?
You pay 2 parking tickets with this guy. Yeah, so there's a new Hot Wheels. If you're a collector, this is the time.
Good Christmas present.
Yeah, great stocking stuffer.
That's assuming that Canada Post can
All that
ship it to
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone's buying it. Oh,
And
yeah,
the
let's not
hood
talk about
opens
that.
up. Am I the only one losing my mind over that? It's a freaking Hot Wheel with a hood opening.
Oh, is that like not a common thing?
It's no.
I guess not, right?
It's kind of sick.
That's cool. All right, we're moving on.
All right. So
Oh,
next.
the steering buddy. All right, let me explain this one because we've been yapping too long. You ever tried to move a car that either shouldn't be turned on or can't be turned on for lack of being complete or engine or whatever by yourself? Like no homies there to help you like
Yep.
get it through a tight garage
Yeah, yeah.
space or like move it a good distance, and it's really sketchy because you like push it from the A pillar holding the steering wheel. You get it to where it gets sketchy. You got to like check that you make the gap, push it like a foot, go
Yeah.
check again. This thing, the steering buddy, will hook up to your steering wheel or steering shaft, and you control it remotely, so you can steer your vehicle towards you or away from you or what have you.
By the way, I
outside the car.
understand the use of this, but I
Right?
guarantee not a single person's ever going to use it for that, and they're just going to remote control drive their own car, and I'm all for it. I would
This
buy
is more
this.
for a race team. It's definitely for like race car transport, like to and from the pits and stuff
By
like
the way,
that. But
I would buy one of these, and this would be the funniest thing ever to make your own. Imagine a car going through the McDonald's drive-through on its own.
I imagine the range is pretty limited, but it is a neat invention.
You hide in the back seat with cruise control.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, cruise control on, steering buddy on, you have a Tesla.
Yeah, it looks like it has a wired controller there in the left picture.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You'd be sitting in the back seat getting your McDonald's.
No, adaptive cruise control on, lie down in the back seat of your truck,
Yeah.
road trip.
Yeah, set up a hot tub in the back of your truck. Dude, done.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
redneck
cool
hot tub.
invention. If you're going to use
It
one of
is
these,
really
please
cool.
send us a video of it in action because I want to see what's going on.
And please send us a video of you doing the dumbest thing you can possibly
Yes.
think about it on private property.
Not
we take no
sanctioned by
liability.
us, but also please take it through a drive-through.
All right, what do we got next?
Do we have more stuff, or are we just going right into the features?
We're getting into the
Features.
Yes.
Features
So if you're not familiar, we had a bunch of people submit. They want to be featured in Pasmag this coming year, or they just want to be roasted, or they just want the attention because it's 2025 and social media is poisoning people's brains. So we have lots of cars. They come in every week, and for this week, we're going to line up 5, 6. How many of these? Five of them. And we are going to evaluate here live on air if they are worthy of a feature, or if we're just going to roast them. These guys are probably going to call in, so be nice or don't. I don't care. Double down. Bully someone on the air. Who's first? Eddie Hansen in an S15. All right, S15 Spec R.
Ooh.
Very nice car. Visually, not a lot going on.
It's a very early That's a very early 99 car.
It's a nice car.
Judging by the VIN.
It's a 99.
Judging by the VIN.
No, I'm saying because JDM VIN numbers are way shorter and they go by chassis code, not number.
Yeah.
So you can tell like my S15 is S15 015 and then 3 other numbers, but 015 and I have an early VIN, and this guy's is earlier than mine.
Wow.
Because my car's a June build.
58,000 original miles. So motor is stock.
This interior is perfect in my opinion for an S15.
Yeah,
like that
nice and
OEM
simple.
plus,
Some checkered mats are good.
and you have the brids. Like it's just a very nice OEM vibe.
You have some cool parts. Ganondorf mirrors, hell yeah. HKS Hypermax coilovers, hell yeah. CRK wheels.
Yep.
That
it doesn't
said,
have fitment.
right off the bat, before we dive in and tell you why, this is not feature worthy. I think it's awesome. I'm jealous. I would trade my S13 probably
This is
for
such
this
a
car.
sick driving car.
It's a very fun car to drive.
it.
It has excellent aura. Is that Spec R Aero?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or at least
brother.
it looks like it. But yeah.
Very nice and very beautiful, but because the engine hasn't been modified at all,
And the exterior is
everything else has to go above and beyond, and it isn't. Your
Correct.
exterior is borderline stock, your engine's stock, your interior is very minimalistic. I think it's a kick-ass car.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a feature, you've come to the wrong place.
This car going just on like a nice aggressive drive on your own, open lapping day stuff like that. This
Yeah.
thing would be like
Perfect.
sick for it.
I genuinely love the car.
I
just
love it.
wouldn't
Does that
feature it.
was that front bumper supposed to come with fog lights, or is that?
Yeah.
There should be fog lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chances are they disappeared during shipping in the ports.
They disappeared and now they're on sale eBay for $1,500.
Yeah.
My S15 had the fog lights.
Some really cool parts. Pretty simple build. This is probably.
Oh, he has the Nismo
Yeah, kill
Just
switch.
started.
kill switch
Yeah.
in the lighter plug.
Oh, that's an OEM.
That's an OEM lighter plug, like cigarette lighter.
No, that's a Nismo one, isn't it?
Nismo's OEM.
Oh, I had no idea.
Sort of. Those are expensive. It's the old.
Baller
Oh, it
part.
says mid logo, so it's probably the circular logo.
That's
so it's
still
not like a
very
$200
expensive.
lighter, but
Still expensive.
they are cool. That's a nice interior touch, if you ask me. Bro wrote like a novel about his stock S15.
Beautiful. But I mean, it could have some hidden things in it.
Nope, I'm looking at the spec list.
His fitment is definitely not.
It is cool though. I like it.
I think he might.
Is he on
be
the line? Is that what you're
line.
being yelled at about? Why
Yeah.
don't you dial up that volume knob?
Ring, ring, Eddie.
Eddie?
Higher.
Eddie?
Yo, Eddie, what's going on, dude?
How's it going?
Dude, what's going on? Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely not feature worthy. Super stock. I got a 2JZ GT motor sitting right next to it.
Yes, my man. Let's go.
Contemplating tossing that
Two
in.
JS15s party pretty hard.
And your Spec R motor goes for big money.
Yeah, that's true
Yes, and that's the thing, dude. Like 36, 37K original miles. And it makes it hard to kind of dive deep into the motor right now.
I get
kinda
that.
like the stock functionality of it.
I've already crossed that bridge
it's
and can't go back. So
No, I get that. I have an
understand.
I have an S15 as well, and like keeping them mechanically stock, having that old JDM AC working, like it's a good feeling.
I threw an S15 SR
right?
into my
It's killer.
S13 and ruined my life. So
How long have you had it for?
Had it since literally the beginning of June.
Oh no, okay, so it's an
dude,
early
it
VIN.
is
Yeah, it is
brand
an
new.
early VIN.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I got to town on it. The front end is actually a Greddy front lip. It's all stock OEM Aero.
Okay.
I got a Spec R Aero bumper coming in from my buddy at Alpha Projects in Osaka. It's
Sick.
just, the boat game is kind of long time in terms of shipping.
Yeah, of
Unless
course.
you go airmail and, pay a kidney for that.
I don't know how you feel about it, but the OEM Spec R Aero to me is better than most aftermarket body kits. Like I would never
love the
change
OEM.
this. Do you have plans to
Totally agree.
acquire the fog lights, grills, and missing stuff?
Yeah, I actually got the fog lights with the bumper
hell yeah.
acquired. It's on its way. Just need to get it paint matched once it gets here. Along with the Ganadors. The Ganadors are the CF version, or I should say CFO version.
Yeah, the carbon dip.
Sweet.
Uh-huh. And then, yeah,
That's a
it
flex.
is interior Bride Vertex Zeta 3 collab seat.
Oh, you have those. Are they as comfy as
sir.
they look? Because I'm a big fan.
Oh, dude, they are. Love them.
Wicked.
I do have the Nismo instrument cluster, but it's been sitting in the closet waiting for a good time to go in. I'm
Yeah, I
just
hear
thinking
ya.
about once I drop the GTE motor.
Yep. Started off
time
as
for the cluster to
0-0.
go in.
Hell yeah. You
Yep.
want to trade for an S13? It's pretty good.
Actually,
give you
need a
two.
beater car to lug around, but that's probably next on the list. I would like to get an S13 coupe.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Please
Honestly,
do.
we love a good S15 here. I've had an S15 for a couple years. I've put 100,000 miles on it in my under 2 years of ownership, and just keep on driving, and it is badass.
Yeah, big fan. If you go the distance, if you keep modifying this thing beyond beyond what we see here, please keep in touch. I wouldn't write it off. I think you have a wicked
Definitely. I
platform,
appreciate
and you
guys.
picked a
Thank you very
good
much.
good set of options. Thanks
Yeah.
for calling in,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Hey, sick.
Appreciate
You guys have
you,
a
Eddie.
good day. Thanks for having me.
You too.
You
Thank
too,
man.
Take
Likewise.
Talk soon, Eddie.
See, that's the wholesome kind of interaction we expected of a feature rejection. He knows his car isn't ready for a feature, but it's cool. We get to
by
talk
the way,
about what makes it cool.
Definitely cool.
A lot of these cars that enter for features or submissions, I would never in my wildest dream even fathom spending any of my hard-earned money on one. This guy's car, I would. It's
Yeah.
sick.
Because you own it.
No, but
Pretty
I'm saying
much.
just a nice stock.
No, they're so different.
So
Really?
Spec R?
to Spec S, yeah. Chassis bracing, you have a gauge pillar and pod in the pillar,
Good
different motor,
aero.
different trans, different diff, same axles surprisingly,
Good stock arrow.
good stock aero.
Do you know that aero kit, Spec R aero kit, is like money.
like
Like
front
5K
bumper,
plus.
front bumper, side skirt, no more,
Like,
including
way
the wing,
more.
For the
including the wing.
OEM
Yes.
polyurethane or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money.
S15 Aero is like, yeah,
Hey, I know this car. John Erickson's.
John.
It's a Subaru STI hatchback. Much more than meets the eye. He sent some engine bay pictures, but I guess they didn't make it to the collage.
Subaru.
I quite like this.
Yeah.
So under the hood here is an LS.
No way.
Yes.
LS3.
Yeah, yo, that's wicked.
There's an LS3 that makes a good 530 wheel horsepower.
Usually I don't like wings on hatchbacks, but this one kind of works.
Yeah, I don't hate it. The whole craftsmanship of this car, if you haven't seen it in person, is wildly good.
I haven't, but judging by the fact that he has big brakes in the rear, he has money
That's a
into
good
it.
telltale
He has
sign.
money
Wait
into
a
it.
second. Did we see this car at Vibrant
Yes.
After Dark?
Yes.
Right. I do recall this.
Yeah, the fiberglass and the fabrication and everything is impeccable. It was also, if I'm not mistaken, at SEMA. It was also it's been at like a bunch of shows. Locally,
At
it's
SEMA.
pretty iconic.
I
It's an
like the
LS3
kit.
crate motor, so it's like a proper like
Yeah.
Wow.
box up
And it
build.
was like a factory finish, like the way he just like.
Oh, it looks OEM set up. Relatively built LS3, pretty simple cam springs,
You don't need
rods,
much in them, yeah.
TR6060, S1 sequential transmission.
Also, he's rear-wheel drive.
Yes, with a Nissan R200 diff at
Shout
the
out.
back
Good
and a
idea.
1.5 CAS. Yeah, it's really good. Let me see what else we got.
I would just change the RPF ones.
The kit is very.
I think it works on
Hater.
it.
I think it works. I think it works for
I
the
think
style of it.
Okay, my only opinion, which is not critique, I love his build. My only critique would be, if it was my personal car, would be instead of you either need on this style a massive wing or a rear diffuser. I would do a rear diffuser instead of a wing,
I would love to see a diffuser on this.
but I wouldn't do a diffuser and a wing.
Well,
A diffuser and a wing would be too much in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like Civic
wondering-
Type R, like
Nah,
5
do
years
both.
ago.
Race car shit.
I think we have John on the line.
Yeah, put him on.
and he can.
Ring, ring. Hello,
John?
John.
Yo,
John, you here?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yo, what's up,
Hey,
dude?
how's it going,
what's
dude?
I'm here. Good.
Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for
yeah.
submitting, because this thing
Yeah,
rocks.
absolutely.
I love your car.
Hey. Yeah, appreciate it. So, funny enough, the photos that I've submitted, I actually haven't had the opportunity to get a photo. I do actually have a diffuser for it.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
no way.
Okay, that's what I want to see.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a 5-point chassis-mounted Miata diffuser that was custom
Whoa.
to fit in between the exhaust and like fully mounted up, ready to go. I haven't had the opportunity to get a photo with it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude. This
By the way,
is,
your fitment is so freaking perfect.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
That-
I actually don't agree with that.
I think that's
What do you need to dial in
Agree
more?
with that.
more camber.
More camera.
So
Lower.
I actually have RPF1 RSs that are going on for next year.
Ooh, that's a
I have
flex.
295 in the rear and 265 in the front now. So
Good
the
God.
rear is now an 18 by 11 -10.
Oh, I guess you're rear-wheel drive, so you could do you could just mess around with wheel and tire sizes.
Man, that's wicked.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
question about do you just really like RPF ones, or is there a story behind it, or?
Do you have track aspirations?
When I bought the car, it came with the RPF one.
Yeah.
So I've had that for a while, and just the fitment worked for when I had the car on air ride. It worked for when I had it on coils. And I really like the look. I know they're like very generic. Unfortunately, on like my old cars, I have had custom wheels on it.
Yep.
And the problem is, it's like, if you have a problem, it is an absolute nightmare to try to match that powder coat or
For sure.
get it
Right.
replaced or whatever. And like, I built this to be a track car, so I want to be like, all right, if something happens and I bend a wheel, I may have to wait for it, but I'm keeping the original RPF ones as a backup set, and then my RSs are going to be my original track set.
So you are
that way,
tracking this thing.
if something, 100%.
Rich, hit the applause button right now.
Thank God. Finally, a build that actually
on
gets tracked.
Not on there.
All right, there's no applause button. Everybody, if you could do me a favor here.
Honestly,
Applause.
Hell
I
yeah.
love your car. We love your car. Love the originality.
And the workmanship.
By the way, this is prime contender for being a phenomenal feature.
Absolutely
In my opinion,
feature worthy.
100%
I think
feature-worthy.
I think like you said, some of the stuff is simple. The wheel choice is simple. The color scheme is simple, but the workmanship sets it all apart. And I know the photos we have on screen here aren't doing it justice because I've seen it in person. The interior just really sets
Yeah.
this thing apart. The engine bay is flawless. Just the whole construction of it all.
Adam loves to nitpick
really
stuff,
goes
so him saying that does mean a lot. to
Yeah,
be
right.
honest. So,
I could definitely
honestly, 10 out of 10. This is
I could
fully
drive
feature,
this.
fully feature worthy.
can't wait to see it on the track too.
So
That's exciting.
The interior is done up
Yeah.
as well.
It's nice.
Oh wow.
It's like a simplistic
Yeah,
interior.
all
It's got a
soft,
cage.
it's digital dash.
nice.
Yeah, I also did so I actually cut a B-pillar out of a parts car to build a mold to have a fiberglass insert so that I could delete the seat after.
What?
Because I
Okay.
really wanted harness.
Okay, I respect it.
That's insane.
It's just that attention
So-
to detail that we like. For
Yeah,
feature
that's
cars.
exactly what I'm looking for. Just that little bit of going the distance. You didn't just buy stuff from a catalog, slap it on, and be like, "This is my build."
You
Yeah.
you built a car for
Oh, you
yourself
can't.
that
You
everybody
can't.
else just happens to love.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That was exactly the goal. I put stuff that no one would ever see. Like I have dimple dyed pieces inside of the glove box to hold the electric ECU.
Sick.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, John, thank you so much for calling in. It's
Really
good to hear
appreciate
from you,
you, yeah.
man. And rest assured, we're probably going to be in touch, man. I think we can find a spot for this in no
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Appreciate your time, guys.
All right, thank
Good.
you.
Thanks, man.
Take
Have
care,
a good
John.
one.
That was good stuff. You know, that goes back to what we were saying before about maybe we have a weird stuff issue because an LS swapped Subaru hatchback, weird stuff, but
V12
good,
swap Subaru
but made
hatchback.
properly.
Kind of like odd swaps.
Okay, do you know I've noticed?
No, different than that because it's not just engine swaps, just weird stuff. In
All
general.
Subaru people are unoriginal except hatch owners.
Honestly,
What?
that's not that
one more
far
time?
off.
Yeah, dude, I've seen.
All Subaru owners are unoriginal except hatch owners.
That's not that far.
Okay, anyways, moving on to our next car. We
You
have
can't rush the artistry. See y'all back there telling us to wrap it up. No.
we have
Omar can wait.
Yeah.
Omar's
So
FD.
we have Omar's, what is this? An FD 95 FD. Okay. I like what I see.
Oh, we have Nerdy Wheel. Baller.
I don't see engine bay, which makes me nervous. Is it stock
Digital
under there?
dash.
Let's find out.
Digital dash. It can't be stock.
Oh, hey.
By the way-
look at the IQ7, I think.
All of his
Let me bring up
interior
the spec
plastics intact, as I've owned two FDs, sorry, in the past.
That's hard to do.
Nah, he might be covering the front of the dash where it is cracked.
No, those panels look.
Oh, 421 wheel horsepower. We're on to something here.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Those are
was
those
his dream car?
T7Rs?
Got the Greddy V mount. Oh, so
Yeah, okay.
not
So
baller.
V-mount setup, big flex.
No.
All of the LEDs.
Borg Warner EFR 8374
Yep.
with internal wastegate. Internal wastegate? Grow up. No, I'm kidding. That's fine.
You need a screamer pipe, buddy.
It's a 13B large street port. That's a feed. I'm gonna say this wrong. A-flux wide body. That's a rare kit.
By the way, I really like this car.
Yeah, I'm on board with this.
Dude,
I want to see
the
a
little
more.
slit on the front bumper makes it look like a little smile.
Just going through the spec list right now. The 99 spec spoiler with Odula blade. Oh, I see that.
The center blade,
That's
the
cool.
centerpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Well, we
Get
actually
little
have
mirrors.
we have Omar on the line if he wants to explain.
Oh, yeah, let's ask
Everything.
him some questions.
Hold on. Before we bring him in, how do you feel about this from a feature perspective? I'm pretty torn.
I'm borderline.
It's relatively simple.
Yeah.
He's got some cool rare stuff.
A few more things I would like to see done on
All
it,
right.
like,
Like,
brakes.
Patch him in
right?
real quick.
I think brakes are...
FD stock brakes are so good.
Yeah, but I mean, visually wise, I think I would prefer...
Is this paint or a wrap? That's my biggest question, number one.
It doesn't say, so
It
I'm
is
thinking
molded.
paint.
Molded wide body is rare these days.
Very true. Very true.
Patch this man in. Let's give him the 60 seconds, and we're putting a timer up. No more yapping.
Hey,
Omar, are you
there?
here, bro?
Omar, ring.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey,
Yo, what's going on,
How's it
dude?
going?
All right, if you're watching, I'm setting a timer right here. This is 1 minute. Starting now, you have 60 seconds to explain why should we feature this.
It's a 95 RX7. I took my time and had my passion for the car since I was in high school. I tried being a little different from everybody. As you can see, all the FDs are all the same factory colors: red,
Yellow, red, yeah.
silver.
Right.
Yeah. So my original color of the car was a Montego blue. So I wanted to stick similar to that color scheme.
30
so
seconds.
I ended up finding this Jeep color, and I ended up going with that color with the car.
Oh.
Wait, that's a Jeep car?
Yeah, it's like the TJ or something.
Yep. It's a 2019 Jeep Cherokees, the Wranglers. It's called the Bikini Blue.
Oh, that's beautiful. What have you done to the engine?
The engine is a large 3-port 13V. It has the Broad-Warner 8374 internal wastegate turbo. Got the full function fuel system.
That is the sound of
The whole nine. The car's making 421 horses.
Yeah. That's wicked.
It is, yeah, very gorgeous, to be honest. Did the interior, like, was it just a relatively low mileage nice car? Or did you replace all of the interior trim and plastics?
No, so the car when I bought it was a shell.
Oh.
So everything was it was like a puzzle. The motor was all apart in the trunk, in cardboard boxes. It was a mayhem. But it was my dream car. So it was a project car from the beginning, and I got it to where it was at now.
To be honest, I love the look of it. It's a very nice street car.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very, very good street
Do
car.
you have future plans? Is there more modifications to come?
Or are you just happy with it?
I still wanna do some interior work, some more carbon fiber stuff. I was thinking about getting the big brake kit on the car.
Yes, my man.
Yeah, so and then I also want to do the front splitter.
Okay.
There's a front splitter that they offer that I want to get as well. And I want to do a livery on the car, but I don't want to take away from the tasteful cleansingness of the car.
Do it.
So I haven't decided on whether or not to do one yet or not.
Do it.
Do you get to drive the car much at all, or more of like a show car, weekend car?
It's a weekend car. It's a street car. Whenever the weather's nice, I take it out, take my kids out,
Nice.
stuff like that.
Oh, he's in Jersey. I'm like,
What are the wheels?
Yeah.
Those are
The
works,
wheels are
right?
SSR Type C's.
Oh.
Hell yeah. All right. +1 aura. Not bad.
Yeah, so I try keeping. With the build, I try to keep the nostalgia of the car.
Hell yeah.
So there's like little stuff that I kept that will keep it that way.
That's really cool, man. We're gonna put this. I want to say firmly in the upper maybes column. I think it's got potential. We definitely want to know if you modify it more and change things up. I think it's a kick-ass vehicle.
Crazy
I think
street
it's
car.
Built, built really well.
Thank you.
I'm a big FD fan. I'm a sucker for an FD. So
Me as well. I've had a
always gonna
couple.
love it.
yeah, honestly, bring it to Jersey.
Yeah, Formula Drift
Yeah,
Jersey.
bring us.
Jersey.
Come out to Tuning 365 at Formula Drift Englishtown next year and up your chances.
Yeah, I was there this year.
Oh, hell, okay.
No way.
You guys must have seen
That
that.
means we would have parked them.
Sadly, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I probably parked your car then. Hello again.
Yeah. I was next to another FD up in the front by the Toyotas.
Oh, cool, man.
Oh, okay. Well, like by the AEs?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the AEs. I was right next to them.
Oh, wicked.
It was just brutal. The sun was brutal that day.
Crazy.
Always,
Yeah, I heard.
Always in Jersey. For
Adam
that
was
time of
going
year.
through
It's
it.
So hot.
insane.
I had heat stroke. Or
No
Yeah,
way.
The year before, I was definitely heat stroked in Jersey. It was rough.
Oh, damn, he stroked
Yeah,
as well.
honestly, yeah, we do love the build. Thank you for supporting and coming out to the show. Honestly, yeah, we'll put this in the for maybe definitely discuss. But as a team, I think accumulatively, we love your
We
car.
love it. Omar, thanks a lot for calling in,
Yeah,
bro.
thanks so much, dude.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Now, better or worse shot with an anime girl on the side of it?
Worse.
No job.
No good.
Unless it's like a serious livery with an anime girl, then whatever.
Like those Hatsune Miku racing liveries? Man, I love those.
Also, we gotta start respecting the timer. 1 minute.
Honestly,
You
I don't like the
slide
timer.
that
I like
down.
hearing their stories.
Yeah, well, condense your story. You could take a lesson out of that one, eh, Yusuf? Who's next?
Do we have
Honestly, if I
gunshots?
see one more Instagram story about Adam complaining about taking off his Type X kit,
No, take it off is fine. Dealing with the aftermath. That's the unfortunate side.
yeah, you got this, buddy.
Oh, boy, Paul.
Civic. I know this car actually very well.
All right.
We went to a car show with him in Chicago, actually. He's local to us, Toronto,
All right.
London, I believe. This car is so well done in person. If you look at his intake manifold, exhaust tips, everything is hand engraved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So he's got
Whoa.
some lowrider status.
No,
I could tell
this
under
is-
the hood there's something going on.
This is fully, yeah, the exact same thing. That fully like 60s, 70s, 80s Cali lowrider
Lowrider
style
style.
vibe, just in
Whoa.
a JDM like stance car. He's boosted as well.
Bro, look at those
Yeah, it
side
makes
mirrors.
400
I've
25
seen
wheel.
this car in person as well.
No, I know this car. We went to what's it called? Tuner Evo in Chicago this year. Me and my friends, and then he also went with a few other of his friends, and then we all cruised there and back together.
These pictures do not do it justice.
No, this car in person,
I will
taste-
say one thing before we get him on the phone.
of course.
Lambo doors, hell yeah. This kit, if you're going for lowrider style, that shit sucks. Sorry, bro.
It's kind of like a weird in between though, and I don't usually.
I'm not a
I-
huge
but I
fan of the
this
front
type
fenders.
of body kit, and this is nothing against you, Mr. Paul. This is any car that uses these kind of kits. I'll never like it. I think it's cheap looking and slapped together. And
His-
like, there were body lines there at one point. Those are gone now. Now it's
Yeah.
just a weird geometric whatever's going
His
on.
workmanship in person on this car is so incredibly above just about any other car I've seen.
Yeah.
He
in
probably
Ontario.
gave the body
I think
kit
you
the
can
best
counteract-
chance they could have.
Yeah, I think you can counteract my distaste for this type of body kit with workmanship and details.
Like in
and
person,
Exactly, yeah,
like I
yeah,
can
and whatever have
in
you.
person I can vouch for the workmanship.
Yeah.
He has more money in engravings on his car than I do in my car.
I really
be-
like
to be
engraved
honest,
lowrider stuff.
I think
so.
if you have the right photographer to like shoot this, it'll this car.
I would
will
love
look
I
a
would love
lot
for this
more
thing to have a perfect
impressive.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, here's my qualm then. We have three pictures of the outside. Where's the pictures of the cool details? If they're that good, let us see them.
yeah, because
Same
the
goes for
first
everybody
and
with
second
cool engine
picture.
bays that sends us no engine bay photos.
We do make fun of those photos.
You got to show us the details.
'Cause
I don't need to see your car with its doors up twice. I
the
see that.
Two
I see
pictures
what it
are
looks
pretty much
like.
the same angle.
Luke
yeah.
Scalicious in all caps says, "Bring back Lambo doors." I vouch for that. Hell yeah.
I think we have Paul on the line.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Hey, bring him on.
Time to
Ring,
explain
ring.
your choices.
Hey,
Hello, Paul.
Paul, you there?
Paul.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yo,
Hey, how's
what's
it going,
up,
dude?
Paul? So tell us about
Hey.
this thing. It seems fast. 425 wheel horsepower in a Civic is.
How's
is
a torque
party.
steer?
It's pretty good right now. We're just dialing it out for next year. We're gonna have it all dialed in completely, and then it's going on the actual dyno.
Okay, okay.
All the work's been done in house in a garage. Nothing's been outsourced
No way.
at all.
That's
you want-
sick.
All the engraving's been done by hand as well. Nothing.
You're the engraver?
Cut. It's all. No, I wish I was. No, I had two different guys. One in LA and one in
Oh,
one was in
Damn, okay.
in Toronto actually too.
That's wicked. Can we, like, where can we see some of the engraving? I want to get my eyes on it.
Exhaust tips, engine bay.
Exhaust tips and engine bay?
So the exhaust
Do we
tips
have
are
more
all
photos?
done. The engine bay My RBC manifold's all been engraved. My fuel rail's engraved. My valve cover's engraved. And then now I'm sending out my charge pipe as well.
Yeah, Paul, I saw you at there was like a meet in Oshawa on a Sunday just this past summer. It was at the funeral home, and I saw this car there, and I'm like, me and my son were walking by. We're like, oh my God, there's so much work done to this car.
It's very well done.
There's so much work done to it that, like, I don't, to be honest, for me to, like, the following season, I have to think about now what are the smaller details I have to do to it to just keep it
found some pictures of
to
the
have
engraving.
like next level. But right now, what we're doing is we're ripping out all the truck setup and redoing it all again.
Nice.
Wow. Dude, engraving?
Oh, dude.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for like hand engraved stuff. If you go to his Instagram, there's a few galleries of some of the engraved parts. A lot of them start with the exhaust or the engine bay. That is really sick. So you were sending these parts out to the guy in LA or the guy in Toronto, I'm guessing?
No, I sent them out, the guy in LA, and then I sent them out in Toronto when I found a guy in Toronto.
Oh, wicked.
But it's really hard to find
Look at those
people that are
exhausts.
willing to do stuff because the first engraver that I ever sent my stuff out to, some of the stuff got lost and was shipped.
Lost.
I kind of had to like
Kinda hate
hold
that.
back, but I got so much money into this car right now, it's not even funny.
Right.
But I built the car for myself. I never built it for anybody else.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah,
everything
dude.
that's been done, the kit's been shaved down to like literally where there's no inner lines on it anymore. It's like perfect.
Oh, and he drives it
And then
a lot.
That's important.
I drive it everywhere. I drove it to Ohio. I drove it to Chicago.
You're going to drive it
I
to
did not hold
Jersey
back.
with the rest of us?
Yeah, I'm gonna try this year. I'm gonna see what else is coming. So
No, us before everyone else.
The engraving alone really makes this cool for me.
I think, yeah, that changes the whole thing.
Just the attention to detail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the fact that it's driven
Those
and the fact
exhaust
that it's
kits are
kept in this good
wild.
of condition is like
Yo, how hard is it cleaning the engraved parts after? Are they clear coated over or anything like that?
no. So they're polished, but I have to keep them clean because the heat eats up the polish.
Toothbrush?
Cleaning it like every couple 3 weeks,
Yeah.
maybe
Oh.
2 weeks, and then when it goes to my my detailer, he does everything for it to just maintain it.
Oh, wow.
Without anyone without having the help from these guys, it would be nearly impossible. And then the way I drive it is the way it's like I stole it. I'm not let it rip.
Respect.
No
Plus
way.
one cool
That
point for
paint
sure.
job, that paint job was cost me an arm and a leg to do, and honestly, it's not even PPF. I just drive the car.
Yeah, I respect that. I
Awesome.
didn't PPF my expensive paint.
Is
job
it
either.
like a specific color or anything like that?
It's a 101 candy red with metallic in it, and it's flaked. So the roof,
We
the
like
carbon,
metallic flake.
everything's done in it. And then I didn't PPF it because I didn't have the money anymore. Like I ran out of money.
Yeah, it's hard.
Just the
understandable.
flares,
I get
like
that.
the only thing I would PPF is the flares on the rears because they get eaten alive from my wheels. My wheels are so
Right.
wide.
What are the wheels?
They're WCI wheels, JV1s.
Okay. You gotta look that
And
up.
then they're 18 by 12 and a half in the front and 18 by 13 and a half in the rears.
Jeez.
So I didn't even go with the actual specs that they gave me for the kit. I overspec'd it.
Wicked.
And I'll figure this out.
Oh, when did you buy these rims? Was it before or after the big WCI?
I bought it after.
Yeah, screw it. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? They're nice wheels.
But I've been with WCI since the build started, and they've always taken care of me, so I can't say anything bad about them. The
Nice,
guy
nice,
that I
yeah.
deal with is really on point, so he helps me out a lot.
Nice.
Solid. Well, honestly, we definitely love the car.
Yeah, I'd say the only thing is the one of one type paint. Adam will tell you why that is going to be a headache in a few
When
years,
you have to paint
especially if
match
you
stuff, it's the worst.
drive your car like crazy. Oh man, one of those things gets
Yeah,
scratched.
but I have, my painter that actually painted is local to me, so she will take care of it, and
Oh, there you
she
go.
can redo it all over again. So that's
Good way to do it.
It's your problem now.
Nice.
No, that's wicked, man. Thanks for sharing this with us. Definitely.
no problem. Thank
I
you.
call it also in the high maybes. for the
Extremely
Honda
high
issue.
maybes.
Yeah.
This car in person will sway you to.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll need to see it in person.
In person,
I have to put my personal taste aside. I think the kit and the wheels are whack, but that's just how I feel. That's
in
not how
person
it
though,
really feels.
I'm saying workmanship, quality wise, originality,
Yeah.
primo.
Yeah.
And I don't like
those
Hondas.
those are checking
And
all
I
the
don't like
boxes.
Hondas.
Yeah,
so
that's the
going
thing.
for me.
But I was a big fan
Primo.
from the moment I saw it. I'm like, this car is great.
It's
I
awesome.
love Lambo doors, so
Yeah. Yo, what are those side mirrors? I've never seen anything like that.
Spoon mirrors.
Those are spoon?
Yes, sir.
And see how he
Those
didn't
are
say spoon
mirrors.
style?
Yeah, they're really spoon mirrors.
Wicked.
Oh.
Baller.
Dude,
All
hell
right.
yeah.
Thanks
Thank you for calling in, Paul. We'll
Thank you, Paul.
we'll definitely be in touch, and we appreciate you.
Nice talk to you, dude.
Thank you, sir. I
right.
appreciate it. Thank
See
you.
you
guys.
later, man.
Bye.
Take it easy. All right, we have one more.
Fun fact: my fire extinguisher is still in that car. Long story.
Because he needs it, or?
No, long story.
Okay.
I mean, I see what you did there.
It's right-hand drive.
Sonia? Or
Yo,
Sonia?
I think-
I think it's Sonia.
Sonia, I think.
I think my grandma owned one of these.
Right-hand drive.
So this is like a, I assume, perfectly preserved classic. Yes, it is.
That's beautiful.
Always been into Hondas. Parents are into cars and racing. No mods done to the vehicle. Trying to keep it original as possible.
It
That
looks
is-
a little low to be no mods.
Yeah,
no?
it really does.
That's just how they are, I think.
Are they that low?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we forget
they're
what
like
the 90s
15s.
were like. You know?
No, but like tucking tire on a 15, like I don't know.
It's probably just old suspension that's failing. It's
Fair.
getting lower by the day.
cheapest way to lower a car is like just wait 20 years.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
2-inch lowering.
You can get a car pretty low if you have a lot of junk in the trunk. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to slam a vehicle.
Or cut the springs like a real man.
Wow. Yo, did those Hondas come with a screen like that back in the day?
It's right-hand drive. JDM probably.
That's a JDM
Yeah,
one. Yeah, it's a
like-
JDM head unit.
96. I wouldn't be. My
So-
S15 came with a full head unit. It's a 99.
This is
Yeah,
another
but
example of a
it's
car we
Civic.
love, but it's not a feature.
No.
There's no modifications. I don't know if you know. This
Car I
is a
love's a strong
modified
word,
car
but yeah.
magazine. I love this. I would drive the hell out of this as like a wicked daily. I would ruin it in no time, but I think it's an awesome vehicle. These are like maybe my favorite Civic.
Really?
Yeah.
Over the EF and the EG?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
EF is definitely mine.
EK hatch is
Saying
just
my
so
favorite
wicked.
Civic for me is like saying my favorite axe murderer.
Yeah, I think it's cool, but you know, it is not a feature. I think 20 years ago, there's a way you could get a Pasmag feature, but it ain't for this car, unfortunately. I think
Yeah.
you tried to lean into that. on the,
Unless you
on the
have a
photo
huge
choices.
sound system, you know,
right?
that'd be kind of.
Just bolt on some stuff.
You can technically any mod's a bolt-on when you really think about it.
In a way. I mean, you don't bolt on pistons.
Well, yeah, you do.
I would say the only acceptable mod on this car, this specific car, would be those little beads that you put on the seats. I think it needs that to.
The friggin'
Yeah, the
wood
massage beads.
or whatever. Yeah.
Are those
yeah.
actually comfy?
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. It's been so many
In
years.
small doses, yeah, they're comfy, but no.
Well, I think we have Sonia on the line.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I wanna hear the story behind this car.
I do as well.
What inspired?
Hi, Sonia.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Sonia, what's going on?
Hi, how are you? Doing good. Nothing much.
Can you
So,
tell us a bit about this this 96 Civic?
Yeah, so I was looking for a Civic for a while here in the U.S., and I wasn't looking to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on, you know, exterior painted, red door jambs, blue
I get
engine bay
that.
kind of vehicle.
Yeah.
So I searched outside, searched and found this one in Japan. It was delivered to my house within a week.
Oh,
Wow.
wicked.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that, express shipping? Like, how do you get it in a
Overnight
week?
cars from Japan?
Yeah.
More than you
Big-
can afford,
big up-
pal.
Big up to Moshi Moshi Motors.
Moshi
He-
Moshi?
it- it
Yo,
just-
shout out Moshi Moshi.
Damn,
it
that's
fell, fell in my lap. You know, he had it here. The timing was perfect. He had it being shipped and got it to my house within a week.
Are they in Vegas as well?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to check
Vegas.
them out next time.
But yeah,
That's
I
wicked.
submitted a stock car to a modified magazine to hold it down. You know, the classic.
So, is there like a story
Really
behind
love
why you
you.
wanted a Civic or like some past tense?
Yeah, why this car?
I was always a Honda girl. My first car was a four-door Civic. I owned lots of EGs and EKs, hatchbacks. Was into racing, and then started a family. And then as a female car enthusiast, you know, our kids come first. So I
Yeah.
had to
Hell
push
yeah.
everything else aside. And now I'm just back in the scene again.
That's
love it.
wicked.
Oh, that's exciting. So you're freshly back in the car scene, hitting up like
Yeah,
local meets and stuff like that?
Yeah, I haven't even owned a car for 2 months yet.
Oh, so
Oh, no
it's just
way.
a matter
This
of
is
time
brand
before
new. Alright.
this thing starts.
Oh,
to
yeah, I
get
found
good,
your
but
Platform
yeah.
to start off.
Yeah, seven weeks ago on their website.
Wow.
On their
So are you
Instagram.
going to modify this car?
She says no, but it will happen.
You're gonna say, "Oh, that nice set of wheels, maybe," and then I know how this goes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a business person, so my ROI, I don't see getting on investment to modify it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's more of a purchase it wasn't so much of a purchase to buy and build, more of a buy and hold. Because who knows, maybe later on down in the future.
I got you.
Would you give this to your kids as their first car?
He don't want it. All these kids nowadays want supercars.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Come on, you should have bought a Supra. You should have bought an R34.
Judging from the fact that it's JDM and looks clean in the photos, how many kilometers does it have?
There's 57,000 miles. 92,000.
Wait, 7,000?
92,000.
90,000
Oh,
miles.
That's wicked.
This is awesome.
So yeah, thanks for the review, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
calling in
submitting
and
this.
thanks for letting us see this awesome. It's basically a collector piece at this point.
This is a
It's
collector
like
piece for
a
sure.
museum-worthy Honda.
And this thing will last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you
that's-
could drive this for the rest of your life, probably.
Yeah, does everything work on it? Is anything broken?
Everything works.
How's your air conditioning?
So the AC works, blows cold.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Sick.
Yeah, and then like I have one of the Bluetooth cassettes, so I just hook it up to my phone. Listen to music as well, so my drives aren't really boring.
Same.
Love it.
Freaking same.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sonia, thank you so much for calling
Thank
in.
you
It was
for
a
calling in.
pleasure, and thanks for sharing your story and your collector car with us.
Yeah,
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.
we'll reach out in a few months, see how far she's gone.
Yeah, we'll see what's happened.
Take bets. They'll see how
Yeah,
long
yeah.
before it's
1 year
all over.
before the
Is
first
anything
mod.
going to change?
No, it's going to be a set of wheels because when you're like, oh, I need a new set of tires, but the set of rims with the tires is the same price. And then it looks whack fitment, and then you're like, okay, I have to
I gotta
lower
drop it. Gotta drop it.
Then you raise it a bit, and you're like, you know what? I still want it to look low. Then you get a body kit that has like
Rip.
good effects, and then
And that's how it starts.
That's how it goes.
ask me how I know.
That said, I think that just about wraps it up for this week's
Yeah, that's all she
feature
wrote.
reviews.
Yeah.
Before we close out here, any final thoughts other than you know where to find us: YouTube, Facebook, X, still call it Twitter,
Twits.
Instagram, the whole thing. Pasmag. I think on Facebook it's PAS365.
And Pasmag.
You can just
Pasmag.
search, you can just search Pasmag if you want.
Yeah, you search Pasmag anywhere, you'll find us.
Another big thing is we do hold a lot of events, a lot of rallies. If you go to pretty much any Formula Drift show throughout the U.S., you're going to see a Pasmag car show. You can enter your car. You can meet some of us, have fun. We are actually normal people, despite what some internet people.
I don't know about
Yeah.
normal.
Not
Yusuf
normal, but-
will roast your car in person.
There's also Pasmag's Tuner Battlegrounds Season 12. Is registration open? Can you register right now?
I don't think registration's open yet.
Registration's not open, but the playoffs are coming. If you're looking for a good way to get
It
a
is
feature,
coming, yeah.
that's how our latest feature ended up on the cover. That's how multiple cars on this wall ended up on the
Yep.
cover.
Even if you want to try and get sponsorships, we have a lot of brands watching as it goes on.
I'm looking, yeah. Another big thing is if you do want your car featured, make sure to submit it to be part of the magazines. If you do want your car roasted, shoot us a DM on Instagram at Pasmag, PASMAG. Shoot us a DM, and then maybe we will introduce the live roasting the rides. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
there
feel
we
like that
go.
would be kind of fun in contrast with the cars that we just do reviewing on for the magazine. So if you do have...
Because our Import Fest video was kind of that. It's, what do we look for in a feature vehicle, but doing it at a show. And
So if you have a vehicle that you think is nice but others don't, isn't nice, you want roasted, you want this, you want that. If you want to submit your buddy's car because you're a really mean friend,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
please
do it.
Please
So
do that.
mean.
but yeah,
support
shoot us a
that.
DM on Instagram, Pasmag at PASMAG, and then if we get enough submissions of Roast My Ride cars, we will run it live next week.
We should
what do we
roast
got
our
next
own
week?
cars.
Yeah, we still
We
have
have
to
a
roast.
video for that.
We should roast our own cars.
We're going to do a whole video segment, not even just a podcast. We have to get back into our actual studio and do actual video segments again. Those are coming. If you follow us on YouTube,
Everything's coming.
You've seen a bunch. There's a whole bunch on the way, so stay tuned for that. Next week, what do we got? We got more feature reviews.
Yeah.
We got more news.
Tons of news.
some news.
to-
A
yeah,
big
it's gonna be
announcement,
tons
a
of
big
news.
internal news. We kind of teased that last week. It's not ready for the public eye just yet. If you know, you know, but nobody knows. So,
IYKYK.
yeah,
We didn't
there's-
steal a car.
There's some fun
Yep.
stuff going on, and then obviously the
Yes.
Pasmag Christmas party will be next week. There'll be some go-kart action and
The week after next.
all sorts of fun stuff. Is it the week?
No,
Oh,
it
wait,
is,
no,
it
I
is next
lied.
week. Next week, Thursday.
And yeah, if you guys do want to see some footage of PRI stuff like that, make sure to check out our Instagram story. We are all over, yet we're here at the same time. Don't ask how.
Yeah.
And on that note, we will see you guys next week.
Second
Thank you
last
so much
episode.
for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for joining us. See you guys next week.
I got
See you. Okay, see you.